This is a continuation of a ride me and my wife did out in Colorado. We started at Taylor Park, which is where we were staying. We rode to Pin Cup, then rode up to Mirror Lake, then over Tin Cup Pass to St. Elmo, which is what this video is starting at right here, is at St. Elmo. If you want more information on St. Elmo, check out my previous video. I talk about St. Elmo a little bit better. But we were planning on headed to Mount Antero, which is the highest legal off-road you can go ride up in the United States, supposedly. That's what they say. But to get there, coming out of St. Elmo, you got to go turn on the road to go to Iron City Campground, which is 292. You got to be careful over in this area because some of these roads you're not allowed to ride on your side-by-side. So you're driving down through the campground, and it's a nice ride. You gotta go slow through the campground. There's an old cemetery there that if you're into that, you can stop and look at it. But you take this 292 down to Alpine Lake. It's a nice ride. Once you get out of the campground, you can ride whatever speed you feel like you want to do. But this is down here by this lake is a lot of privately owned property, and there's some cabins and stuff down through there. So just mind it when you drive through there. But you're going to come back to 162, which was the road you originally were on before you turned off to Iron City. Now, when you get up to it, you turn right. Now, you can only go a little ways. You're only allowed to ride on it a little ways there. And then you turn left on Baldwin Creek Road, which is 277. Now, we were headed to Mount Antero. Original plan was to go up it. We've been up it several times. But there's a couple of trails that we haven't been on that can't come off to the right on it going up it. So we decided to hit one of those. Yeah, they call it a road on the map, but barely a road, I guess. I do see people driving stuff on there that I wouldn't think would be a good idea, but it's kind of narrow in places, and there's pretty good drop-offs on the sides of it. But this road's anybody can get up it. Now, when we turned off onto the mountain or Boulder Mountain Road, which is 279, which is what this is here, we had never ridden it, so we wanted to give it a try and see what it was.
It's open to Jeeps.
And it looked like it was all legal for us to ride, so we headed up it.
We haven't been it, so.
Now this, they call it a road. Now, I don't know about if I would call it a road. And some of the places are fairly narrow. Now, I'm in a 2021 Pro XP, so it's a 64-inch machine. And there were some places that were getting tight and a little bit off camber on it. So I don't know about some of these newer machines that are a lot wider. I don't know if this would be one you'd want to do or not. And we're going up this. We never ridden it, and I mean it's a nice. It was a nice trail, kind of neat. And I usually don't, but I chickened out and turned around and came back. I just don't care for off-cambered stuff that much. Who does? But there was a section that I got up here to, and the video don't really show it, but it was really had us leaning to the side that dropped off, and there are several switchbacks. So I went through the one here. You can kind of see how some of it's leaning, but the way the camera works, it don't show it quite as it isn't the same as when you're sitting in it. But you can see how the trail on the left, how it's on the hill, and you've got your tire over there close to the edge. Well, it's not so nerve-wracking when there's trees and stuff there. So if you slipped off or something, you got something that's going to stop you. And there, see there, that's really throwing you there. But there was no signs that anybody had ridden on it that day. There was no, the ground was not marked up at all. See, this is pretty good drop off, and this has got you leaning pretty good right through there in places. And we're riding by ourselves, and we go through a few of these places, and then I get to one place. It doesn't even look like it's off camber, but I'm telling you, this right through in here, I was white knuckling it through here. And then there's nothing on the side there, and I got my one tire right up on the very edge, and the other one's up high and leaning that way, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Well, kept on going, and I get through that. I said, all right, we'll be okay now. Because it shows it being a moderate trail, not hard or anything. But if you weren't as wide as we were, wouldn't be no problem. This would be fun on a bike. But we come down here, and this hairpin and turn and make this turn here, and I look up at the next section, and I go, oh my gosh, it looks worse than what we just went on. And sitting here thinking about it, but I started to go around here a little bit, and you'll see it, but it's not very wide, and it's off camber again.
That made me nervous there.
Okay, well.
And I'm trying to get my wife to tell me no, do it, but she didn't do it. So I had to I wussed out. I hate to admit it, but I did. I usually don't, but
It's kind of the same shit.
we're out there by ourselves, and if something did happen, it could be a real mess. But when I pull up here a little bit more, you can kind of see what we're headed into, and there's several more switchbacks we're going up. And if you look at that, that's leaning pretty good, as wide as we are, and it's not a wide trail. So I chickened out and backed up here, and then we kind of hit a spot here where my wife got a little nervous because it did tilt pretty good right there.
I don't know, but please get off of it.
But anyways, I hate to admit it, but I
All right, we wussed out.
wussed out and
We're turning
headed
around.
back.
We're going back down.
back down.
We did not like this off-camber stuff. Nobody has
Been on it.
been on this trail.
the electronic shocks on my side by side. So when I'm going back down, I set them up on firm so that it won't. So it would try to hold it more level, and it seemed to help. But now my wife's on the side that drops off. So when I'm on the other side, it didn't seem as bad. But you can see here how it's leaning, and it's just a bad feeling in it. And a lot of people it wouldn't even bother them. And I think if I would have went faster, it would have not felt so bad. But it is it's a scenic trail. I mean, you can look at the mountains out there in the distance and stuff. I was afraid that I was going to have several switchbacks that's going to be like that, and I just didn't want to risk it.
It was a neat trail till then. I don't like this.
But we're headed on back, and then we'll head on back down there, and we'll start up back up towards Mount Antero. You can kind of see how it's off camber. If you look at the left trail, the angle of that it's on the hill, and then not having any extra width to the trail, a little nerve-wracking places. So like I said, we're headed back down to the Baldwin Creek Road, which was 277. Now that if you take that farther, it'll take you up where you can turn off to go up to Mount Antero. Well, we've been there several times up the Mount Antero, so we decided to take it on and go to the Baldwin Lakes, and that's where my next video I put out will be from down here up to the Baldwin Lakes, which we had never ridden before, so it'll give you an idea what it is. But anyways, I'm still trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. I am slowly creeping up. As of the time that I'm editing this video, I'm at 950. So I'd appreciate anybody that wants to subscribe to do it. Like I said in previous videos, and I have several out for this trip, but I have just recently retired and going to try to do some trips I haven't been able to do in the past because of time restraints. And it'd be nice to have a little extra income coming in to help finance some of the costs. But thanks for watching. This is the Baldwin Creek Road. That's where I'll be taking off on the next video. Check back in about a week and I'll have it out. Thanks again.